we got the entirety of the Flame Swordsman new cards and a look at some of those interesting collector's rares for Maze of Millennia. Kong's Cards is going to have pre-sales up for this set. If you use discount code MCOL40, you're going to get the chance to save. If you want Bonfire, you want the chance to get your transaction rollbacks, remember, discount code MCOL40 is going to be your friend over here as things roll out throughout the day. So I'll leave a link down below so you guys can check out Kong's Cards today. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So we have new Flame Swordsman cards. We don't actually have a picture for the one that was featured from the cover card. You guys can look back at the previous video for the level 4. So we're starting off here with the Fighting Flame Sword. So quick play spell card. Activate one of these effects. We can add a card from our deck to our hand that mentions Flame Swordsman, except for a copy of itself. And then when an attack is declared involving a fire warrior monster you control, we can target one card on the field and destroy it. Or when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it, you can, as long as you control that card, you can negate that effect. Does not negate and destroy, which is pretty good. Next up here is the Salamandra Fusion. Alright, so we can equip only to a Fire Warrior monster, gets 700 attack. If the equipped monster be destroyed by battle card effect, you can destroy this card instead. And then while this card is equipped to a fusion monster you control, you can send this card and the equipped monster to the graveyard, and if you do, you can special summon a Flame Swordsman or a, you send this to the graveyard, or if you summon a card that mentions it from your extra deck. So this is how you make the Flame Swordsman. And then we have the Fighting Flame Dragon. This is a dragon plus a fire warrior. Except during the damage step, you can target one warrior fusion monster. It'll trip this card from your field or graveyard to that monster you control as an equip spell. Pretty basic stuff here. You only use this effect of Fighting Flame Dragon once per turn. While this card is equipped to a Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it, the equipped monster gains 700 attack points, can make a second attack during each battle phase. Then we have the Salamandra, the Flying Flame Dragon. I like how this is so weak. But when this card is equipped to a Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it, the equipped monster gets 700 attack points. It's actually kind of cool to see that Salamander became a monster. You can only use each of the following effects of Salamander, the Fighting Flame Dragon once per turn. So if this card is in your hand or graveyard, we target a warrior monster you control, equip it as an equipped spell. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Salamander, a spell, and trap card from your deck to the graveyard. Actually, not too terrible. And then we have the Flame Swordsman Realm. Your opponent can activate cards or effects when you normal summon a Fire Warrior monster. Once per turn, you can send one monster for your hand or face up to the graveyard to special summon a Flame Swordsman from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon. That's so cool. And then once per turn, when a monster declares an attack, target one warrior monster you control. Until the end of this turn, it loses exactly 1,000 attack points, but all your other monsters gain 1,000 attack points. That's broken. And then we have Mirage Swordsman. If a face-up fire fusion monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, especially some of this thing from your graveyard, if it was there, or the hand, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can destroy both battling monsters. If this card is destroyed by battle or another card's effect, you can special summon one level 7 or lower monster that is Flame Swordsman or mentions it from your deck or extra deck. That's actually pretty good. And then we have Flame Swordsman, the ultimate. Now, yeah, it is a Flame Swordsman plus a Fighting Flame Dragon. You can target one monster your opponent controls destroyed, and if you do inflict damage or 500 damage to your opponent, this is a quick effect. Alright, if this card is equipped with an equipped card. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you can double this card's attack until the end of this turn. But if you do destroy during the end phase, you can only use each of the following effects of that card's name once per turn. It's also on a 2000. Overall, I mean, like, this Flame Swordsman stuff is pretty cute. It took up a lot of high rarity slots, and I know a lot of people aren't going to be necessarily too happy that, you know, they're going to be like, they wasted slots. But you got to remember, this was the Gate Guardian stuff of this set. You know, they wanted the chance to produce some newer high rarity stuff, which is cool. Moving on along here, we also have the Flame Swordsman Dance up here. If a monster is special summoned, alright, special summon a level 7 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, that is Flame Swordsman, or mentions it, and then you can change one face-up monster on the field to defense position. And then during your opponent's battle phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and attribute it one face-down defense position monster, special summon a Flame Swordsman or one monster that mentions it from your deck or extra deck. It's actually really cool. And then we have the Salamandra with Chain. Target one face-up monster on the field. Equip this card to it as an equip card. You get 700 attack points. You change one effect monster on the field to face-down defense position. We can banish this card from our graveyard. Fusion summon one Fire Warrior or Dragon Fusion monster by shuffling the materials listed from hand field or in the graveyard back into the deck, and then but destroy during the end phase. But actually pretty cool for an effect here. Now everything else you see around here, we have Groundskeeper up here, which is a rare, which is honestly okay. Contain and Emergency. Yes, we did get some very interesting rarity spread out here for some of the Rescue Ace cards, which is very interesting. Multi-Faker also got a rare reprint. I'm not a super big fan of that, but, you know, we did see these reprints in the OCG, so they naturally did carry on over here into the TCG, following the same trends here. And Kaito Patara ended up making it into the set as a rare. I'm not necessarily too surprised about that, but okay, not too bad. Next up here, the Eye of Illusion, the card that we saw during the initial ad. Actually, it is an Ultra, yeah, who would have guessed that? Combat Wheel, man, what a wasted card to actually have been made, but it's in here. Also, Hornsaurus only got a rare. The absolute disrespect for this card. Like, this card, I feel like, should have been a super rare. Like, it's such a good card for getting to place the field spell, getting immediate access to everything that you really want to see for the deck, and they just were like, it's okay. Just print it as a rare. Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper. I forgot that we hadn't had this card yet. This is the Searcher, alright? This is the discarded, add a level 3 or lower Fiend Tuner from your deck to your hand. Yes, it does trigger Droll and Muckbird, but I don't care, alright? 100 Eyes Dragon made it in here as a rare. Can't wait for them to try to make that into a collector's rare. We have not seen that as a collector's, but I would not be surprised. Arcana 4's The Fiend. Actually, yeah, look at that name change. Made it in as a super. And then Bambuku got the reprint. This was one that we really, really needed to see. Magispector is getting some very good reprints in this set, actually making them way more affordable. Good stuff. Now, there's a lot to this picture. Ashoka Pillar as a super. Okay, I mean, we expected that, alright? If you thought anything different, wow, Transaction Rollback came on in as an ultra rare and shattered expectations. Beautiful. Alright, we knew this card was going to be a higher rarity. If you thought any different, crazy. Ancient Chant also in here as an ultra rare. Konami actually, and it's a collector's rare. We'll show that in a little bit. Junk Warrior, which was our QCR for the set. We had a feeling that was going to be ported over. Definitely made sense. And you do see Hydrant and Turbulence getting reprints in here. Yes, this needed to happen. Alright, I'm actually, it's so crazy the things that they chose to reprint here. Thrust is in here over Chaos Angel, which I figured it was going to be one of the two. I figured it'd be Chaos Angel because, you know, you'd want to sell via transaction rollback, but they just, so Chaos Angel's still floating around out there somewhere. And then we have Bonfire and Millennium Revelation. So Konami took the coin flip and said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and we'll give you a Thrust, we'll give you the Rescue A stuff. Rescue A stuff was not on my bingo sheet for this set, so something to honestly consider here. But the spread of these is a little bit dangerous zone for value. And then, Harmonix Synchro Fusion. Oh boy, Ultra. Ultimate Flame Swordsman, Geogracia, both in collector's rare. Yeah, I can't tell you how many people are going to be upset about that. Alright, Drastic Draw is an Ultra, also in a collector's rare as of the time I've been filming this and putting this together. Jet Synchron is in a collector's rare. Did not see that one coming, but alright. It actually looks really good. Photon Delta Wing is another Ultra rare. On normal summon, you can special summon one Photon Delta Wing from your hand or deck in defense position. And that's special summon for the rest of the turn except for lights. And then Your opponent cannot declare an attack while you control another Photon Delta Wing. It's technically Photon Galaxy support. And we do see the QCR up there for the Ancient Chant. Actually looks really good. And then number 1 is also an ultra rare. Who would have guessed that? But the collector's rare is here. Looks absolutely gorgeous. So thoughts on this set? Where'd the Chaos Angel at, Konami? Why'd you reprint Thrust over it? But I guess interesting choice, to say the least. You guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.